Hi guys, for those of you who are primarily streamers and you would like to know how to make a little bit extra money, here's a couple of tips on how to make money outside of Twitch and TikTok. Tip number one is tips. So I used to use Stream Elements myself, but you can use Streamlabs. I know some people use Ko-Fi, and the idea is that you connect your PayPal to it and you get pretty much 100% of the money over someone subscribing to you over on Twitch and getting 50-50 of that money. Obviously, if people want to subscribe and things like that too, that's awesome. But if they are looking to give you the most benefit out of your money, tipping, honestly, it's really right up there. Tip number two is a little bit trickier, sponsorships and brand deals. This is dependent on your size. It depends on your reach, depends on your marketing of yourself, and depends sometimes on just who you know. So that is another way that you can make money, is obviously getting people's products and showing them. There is affiliate ways to be affiliates. Be very careful with affiliates though, because if you're not partnered, sometimes you can get a little bit scammed, ripped off, all those sorts of things. I have had that happen with myself. So just be really, really careful. And if you're not sure, check with your streamer friends if they've been with that company before. If you are artistic, share your art with people, with other streamers. Ko-Fi, Etsy, X, in Discords, if you are allowed to. Again, check the rules on the Discords before you post anything, before you share with anybody. Just check. Or if your friend's like, oh, I'm really looking for someone to do my emotes, and you're like, oh, I'm pretty good at emotes. Like, be like, oh, hey, no pressure. I do emotes though. This is my Ko-Fi link, but no pressure at all, etc. Judge that as well. Don't just go throwing it at everybody. Judge where you are at with that person on whether that would be appropriate or not. Tip number 4 is merch. Be very careful what merch sites you use. Some are either really bad quality, very expensive for what it is. If you live in Australia, be ready and make sure your community is ready for the cost that it is, because to be honest, I haven't really seen, please do correct me if I'm wrong if you're an Australian content creator and you know of good merch sites, but most of them I've seen are either US or it's extremely expensive because you have to get things shipped here and all those sorts of things. So just be wary that merch does cost more than you would think it would. When I set my merch site up, I was like, oh, that's actually quite more expensive than I thought it was. So just be wary of that. You don't entirely get to set your own price because you have to go off of what the company wants plus profit. Also with merch, to add on, if you're using anything like your emotes, your art that you've had made by people, ensure that you check with them if they want you to pay extra for marketing rights / selling rights and all those things. Make sure you cover your bases there. Do not sell someone else's art without their permission. Number 5 is not how to make money per se, but if you would like to be able to have people ship things to you without them knowing your address, if you don't have a PO box and you obviously don't want people knowing where you live, Throne is a website where you put your address in, they keep it safe. The people on the other side never know where you live. They just click, oh yes, I'd like to purchase this. You put your own wish list. You can set it though that people can suggest items. Be very careful with that, because depending on who you have, they may suggest some not like stuff you wouldn't like to have on your wish list. There's lots of different settings though. It's really, really cool. And yeah, they pretty much do that in either depending on what website you have set up for the item to come from. They'll either pay you out the money and then you go and purchase the item, or they'll purchase directly for you to the website and have it shipped to you. But at no point is anybody given your address or your information. So it's really safe and a really nice way for people to be able to send to you if you do not have a PO box. And though this isn't like a website or anything like that, make sure that when you're doing your subscriber benefits, you try to put as much in as you can, because especially with Twitch, it is quite expensive now for subs in some countries. Australia, like $9 for a sub. It's very expensive per month. So make sure that you're trying to give as many benefits as you can. I try and do subscriber nights when I'm able to. I have lots and lots of emotes, the ad-free viewing, and I have a sub section in my Discord. You get discounts on my merch. There's lots of things that you can get with being a subscriber on Twitch with me. So make sure that you guys are setting up different things that you are able to to make it more beneficial for you. I do have a little subscriber box where people's names go in it. Because I'm VTubing at the moment, it's a little bit more tricky to have people's names, but I'm still trying to keep putting in names even though people can't see it. So just, yeah, come up with different ideas on how to do that. All in all, there's lots of websites and lots of ways that you can make extra money from content creating. Try and work out even a way that you may be able to offer things to other people in return for money, depending on what it is. Of course, don't scam people. If you guys are looking for any more streaming tips, make sure you hit the follow button. If you have any questions, pop them down below. And if you guys have any other ideas that I maybe didn't mention about making money outside of Twitch and TikTok, let me know, and I'd love to share it with my community so that you guys know how to make extra money. I'll catch you guys next one.